Hey guys, today we are going to solve the problem design a food rating system, and I will be solving this problem in Python. So the problem says that we have to make a food rating system where we can change the rating of a food, and we can at any time we can find the highest rated food in our database, right? So the problem is pretty straightforward. Whenever we have to find the highest thing or lowest rating, highest rating, or highest lowest values, we kind of use heap data structure, right? Data structure. So in Python, we can use heap data structure by using heap queue library, or we can we will come on that later in a moment. So the problem says that we are given change rating and highest rating. Change rating will be called for food. So whenever a food is specified and new rating is specified, so in the data wherever that food is belongs, we have to change the rating for there. And highest rated will be called with cuisine. Cuisine is type of food, let's say Japanese cuisine. So if I call highest rated for Japanese food, it should return all the Japanese food with the highest rating. It should return the highest rated Japanese food. Let's come to the explanation. I will explain that. So in the problem we are given three array: food, cuisine, and rating, right? And their corresponding value will be given cuisine. Let's say food, cuisine, and rating are the corresponding values, right? Okay. And one more very important thing in the problem says that this question is very straightforward, but it will give you TLE because it has said that at most 2 into 10 to the power 4 calls will be made all total. If anything goes beyond 2 into 10 to the power 4, it will return me TLE. And that's why you can see that acceptance rate is pretty not that good. Even if it's a very straightforward problem, but still acceptance rate is a bit low, and I will tell you why. Okay, so this is the question, right? And very important thing which you should keep in mind that the okay, change rating. Okay, let me take to the board. So the change rating will be called for food, and new rating, I'm writing the their their parameters, and highest rated will be called for cuisine, right? What do you mean by cuisine? You might be wondering by, like, cuisine is a, uh, let's say cuisine, let's say Indian, right? Let's say Indian. In Indian food, let's say in Indian food we have so many, like roti, or let's say roti sabzi, and these things, and we have other snacks, Indian snacks, and all these things. So Indian is a type of category, so this is cuisine, and in Indian cuisine we have a lot of food items, right? So this is thing, right? So we are pretty sure that we have to call these methods using these parameters, right? So what I'm going to do is, let's say we have to return the highest rated, right? So what I'm going to make a map where I will write cuisine with their type cuisine 1, cuisine 2 as a key, and rating will be R1. Rating and food will be there. Let's say this is R2 and food 2. Let's say this is R3 and food 3, right? So, and so on. And this will be, remember, this will be a heap thing, right? So this will be all together, this will be a max heap, because we want to return the maximum, maximum rating, and that's why this will be heap thing, right? And one more thing, guys, one more thing I would like to add here. Let's say this is R4 food 4, let's say, and this is R5 food 5, right? Okay, so whenever someone calls me return me cuisine to highest rated, then I will give this value because this is a heap, and R4 will be highest. Okay, so now let's come to the change rating, and this will be called for with food and new rating, food and new rating. food and new rating, right? So in our, let's say this name is as a, let's say this, we name it as a data, right? Let's name it as a ratings. Let's name it as a ratings, right? So this is rating. So in rating map, which is our main map, we have C1 C2 cuisine value. So we have to map this food to cuisine. So we have to map this food to cuisine. Using food we can find cuisine, and using cuisine we can find our whole heap. And by iterating our heap, wherever find the food, wherever we find the food, we change their rating, right? We change their rating. We can solve this problem using this, right? Very simple. But if I see that we are traversing the change rating whole time, right? So this will be the change rating will be of O of n order type. But we want it to be so efficient. How can we do that? How can we do that, right? We can implement change rating in O of 1. O of 1. Let's see how we would do that. How would we do that? So let's say we are given, let's say food 4, right? By food 4, we will get the cuisine type C2. And you, after getting the C2, we will be given a heap here. What I will do, I will just simply append the new rating and F4. I will just simply append that. I will not track it, and I will not update the value for food 4. I will just simply add it. And making a tracker map, I will update the value. Let's say I will update the value with new rating. Let's say this is our tracker function and tracker map, and I will update the value food 4, which supposed to be earlier food 4 must be R4. After appending, after change rating, as we call the method change rating, we updated our food 4. Then in our tracker map it will be earlier food 4. But after calling the change rating, we appended our new rating into F4 into our heap. And then I will update the rating, which was earlier it was R4 in our tracker map. I will update it with new rating. I will update with new rating, right? So now in our tracker F4 has new rating. And here in our map we have one value where R4 has food 4 has R4 value, right? So whenever we will call our highest rated, if we don't find a matching R4 and food 4 from our tracker, we will delete that, right? So in tracker, what I will keep food for food type with rating and their cuisine type as well, right? So this is our tracker. So change rating, we have implemented change rating in O of 1. How? We just appended the new rating with new food in our map, in our heap, and then updated the rating in our tracker. Okay, so we have implemented change rating in our O of 1. Now let's see how would we implement the highest rated. Let's say I want highest rated for cuisine 2. I will get highest rated for cuisine 2, right? Using the value here cuisine 2, I will get R4 food 4. I will get new rating food 4. And let's say R3 and food 3. I will get this map. And in our tracker I have food 4 with new rating, right? I have food 4 with new rating, right? So when I take this heap, I will keep deleting all those value which is not matching with our tracker. which is not matching it with our tracker. So we see that we have food 4 with R4 rating, but in our tracker food 4 has new rating, right? So I will remove that, and then I will come to this point, and now we see that new rating has matched with R4, so I will keep this value, right? And then at the top I will return the value at the top, and that will be heap of 0 of 0. I will return that, right? So I hope that this is pretty much simple for you. Now let's implement it, right? Let's implement it. I will quickly code it while talking and explaining things. So first thing first, I will make a map here. um, self dot ratings equal to default dict, and it will be a list, right? And I will also make a self dot tracker, and this will be also a dictionary, right? And now for food, cuisine, and rating in zip of foods, uh, cuisines, it's typo, cuisines, and ratings. What I will do, self dot tracker of food equal to cuisine and rating, and self dot okay, heap q dot heap push, and self dot rating of ratings of cuisine, and I will append a value here, negative of rating and food. Why did I put negative? Because in Python we have only min heap. To convert min heap to the max heap, we put a negative sign, so that whatever will be the most negative will come at the top, and that will be our most biggest value with positive sign. Okay, and in our Python, whatever value we want to be sorted for will be at the 0th index, because I want rating to be sorted in our heap, so I will keep it at a 0th index, at a 0 index. And now I have made a tracker and our rating. And now what I will do, in change rating we are given food, so we have to first find the cuisine type, because we know that rating, in rating map we have cuisine as a key, and that will be self dot tracker food, right? In tracker we are given food as a key. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to append it, right? Heap q dot heap push self dot ratings, and here cuisine, and I will append the new rating with the food, right? And then update the tracker. How would I update the tracker? Self dot tracker, and then food equal to cuisine and new rating. Now our old rating, now our old rating has gone from our data. Old rating has gone from our data. Now I will remove all the date, all the duplicate, let's say all the redundant data, redundant uh, redundant entries, because we have appended it, because we have added the new rating, so we have to remove the old rating, because old rating is not significant anymore, so we have to remove that. And we are given that the old rating is not in our tracker, so we will keep that in our mind. Okay, so what I will do, I will get the heap by self dot ratings, and by gi- by giving the cuisine cui cuisine, and then now remove all the all the redundant, right? So I will do while self dot tracker, and now we have to get the we have to now we have to match the and rating from our heap to the tracker, and if they are not matching, we will remove them, right? How I'm going to do that? Tracker and then heap of 0. So heap of 1, right? Because in the heap we have stored our rating at first, right? We have removed our rating at first. So I'm taking the topmost values and then the food type, because I have selected the top value from the heap and then the food type, and we have got the food type. Then how would I get the rating? So rating is at the 1th index, you can see here. So I will put the 1, and if it is not equal to, if it is not equal to heap of 0 of uh, 0, and that is rating. If that is not equal to, and we already have to keep in mind that the in heap we have negative rating, so I have to put it back to the positive one. If they are not equal to, then heap dot um, heap q dot heap pop and heap, right? And then after removing all the redundant value, whatever value will be on top will be given as a array. So we have to return the food type, so I have returned. So now let's see that if it works. Cuisine or not defined, where cui. Hope that I have not made other mistakes here. Okay, if I submit it, okay, it's 90% faster. So guys, if you have any queries, please do let me know. And thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day.